she bought a couple $100. Everybody know little mama on gold. Everybody call her the gobbler. Got hoes on hoes like a roster.
What's up, guys? Emerald Cruz up in the cut, making this new video for y'all. So the lighting's bad right now, like always. Like my last video, I look like an orange Oompa Loompa. I probably look like that right now too. So you already know my friend George. Well, he wasn't popping back then, but now he's popping. Like, he wants to be shown to everybody. So I'm pretty sure y'all can see him. He's right here. Like, everybody else is still there, but they're in hiding right now, which is good. But my boy George wants to be shown, so I guess he's trying to be famous too. So he's out. So yeah, let's get in the video. So everybody was bugging me, like not everybody, but some of y'all were bugging me, asking me when's my new video coming out. And I was like, I said in the last video 5 days after, and like y'all still didn't like listen. Like y'all are still asking me. And my friend Crystal, she was like, she kept saying, so when's your next video? And I was like, said 5 days after. And she's like, make another one, make another one. And I was like, oh, you want to see one so bad? You want me to make one so bad? Like, help me out. What do you want to see? And she gave me she was like, do a story time of like the worst whooping you ever got. And I was like, sure, alright, bet. And so yeah, that's what this video is gonna be about. Story time of me having the worst beating like ever. Like out of like I've had a lot when I was younger. Like not like now that I'm older, my parents don't touch me no more. Like they don't whoop me like as they used to back then. So yeah. So it was back then. So it was about when I was like 10. Yeah, when I was 10. So okay, so this is the one. So when I was 10, you already get that. When I was 10, I already said it like a lot of times. But look, I'm gonna say it again. When I was 10, we used to live in this house. It was a 2-story house. Like, we don't live there anymore. We moved. But so what it was by my mom. Like, I've had, like, she's given me a lot of them, but like that one like stuck in my head because like I won't forget it. Like, it was the scariest one, like out of all of them. So what it was stop. I was gonna say when I was 10. Okay, when I was 10, this is how it happened. So my dad made food, and like he made something new, and so my mom's friend wanted to try some. So my mom put some in a container for her, and it was meat. It was something with meat. I know it was something with meat because like that's what they got on me for it was meat. Like, who ate the meat? And so my mom put some in a container and then put meat. Like, she put a lot of meat in it for her. And so then she gave it to my mom gave it to her friend. And then like 30 minutes later, my mom got a phone call from her friend saying the food was good. And then my mom was like, how'd you like the meat? And she goes, what meat? I didn't have any meat. And she was like, yeah, I put a lot of meat in there for you. And she's like, no, there wasn't any in my thing. And so like, I guess my mom was like, I guess she was mad. Cause she had to be mad because like she whooped me. It was so then like I was upstairs in my room, and then my two sisters were downstairs doing whatever they were doing. I was in my room because I was tired, you know. And I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, I don't know. And so then like my mom called everybody. Like, she like said it in like, okay, so my mom has a nice voice or whatever, but like when she like gets mad and like she's to that point, like her voice totally changes. Like, her voice becomes like this, like it scares you. Like, that's the scariest thing you've ever heard. And so she yelled for us. I forgot what she said, but she yelled for us, and we all went into the room. And we were all there, and she was like, who ate the meat? And I was like I was so confused. I didn't know what she was talking about. And she was like, yeah, who ate it? And I was like, what the heck is she talking about? And I was like, no, it wasn't me. Because she asked my sister and my other sister, and they were like, no, it wasn't me. And she's like, my dad was like, it had to have been somebody because it wasn't in there. And like, we all looked at each other, like me and my sisters, we all looked at each other like, it was you, right? It was you. Like, and like, I knew it was my little sister because like she would always like pick at the food, or like she would always like mess with stuff. And like, yeah, so she was small, so it was the counter, and then like there's cabinets on the bottom, and when you open the cabinet, she would always put her foot in and like get into the cabinet so she could reach, because like the cabinet gave you some height, so she would use that to like grab stuff off the counter. And I was like, it was you, wasn't it? And like I looked her right in the eye and I was like, it was her. And my mom was like, it was you. And my little sister, like, she was saying no, and I was like, that's a dang, like I know for sure it was you. And like she didn't want to admit it, and so my mom took us one by one into the room, into me and my little sister's room, because we shared a room, because like it was a big room. And so she took us in there. So she took me first, and she asked me, she goes, I think this is what she said. She was like, Emmy, was it you? And I was like, I looked her right in the eye and I was like, no. And she was like, okay. And so she brought my other sister in, but like it was one by one, so nobody was in there together. And she was asking them, and then they all came back, and then like nobody wanted to admit it. And like we were in that room for an hour. Like for an hour. It was so annoying. Like my dad, he was already irritated, like annoyed, because like we've been in that room for an hour and nobody said like who it was. And okay, he goes, who was it? But like he said it in his voice, and like it scared us, and like everybody started crying. Like everybody was crying. And so like nobody wanted to admit it, and I was like in my head I was like, come on, like somebody step up to who did it, because it wasn't me. And my mom was turned, her back was turned. I think she was on the phone, I don't know. And what happened? And like nobody was admitting it, and I was like I'm gonna do it. I was like, and so her back was turned, right? And so I was like, it was me. And so like her back from being turned, like, say this is my back or whatever, and she turned, she goes, and like she made eye contact with me, and I was like, oh shoot. And she got mad because like I looked her right in the eye and I was like, no. And like I guess like for me lying to her added on to like how mad she got. So like she was all the way up here before I said no, before I said it was me. And then right when I said it was me, she freaking like it went all the way up there. Like she got mad, and she took me into my room, and like she was like, you were lying. Like on the way to the room, she was like, you were lying to me. And I was like, oh my god, what did I just do? I sacrificed myself for them, and like what the heck, I shouldn't have done that. And like I was scared, like I was crying, and she was like, when she said turn around, I was like, oh my god, like, ooh, like me thinking about it right now is like, it's scary because like of how it happened. And so I don't know what she hit me with, but whatever she hit me with, it hurt. And she was like, if you move, she says like, if you move, better not move, cause or else I'll hit something else, or something like that. And so I was holding on to so it was the bunk bed, so like one right here and then one right here, and the metal bars on the side. So I was holding on the bars for support, and because like every time I would get whooped, I would always have something like to hold on really tight to hold on to, or like somebody's hand. And like yeah. And what happened? Oh, so she swung, and like it hurt bad. But and then like right when she was done, she was like okay, so that's like say there's a little light switch, right? And she opens the door, and she turns, and she goes, look, I'll do it right here. And no, she goes, go to sleep, I'm disappointed in you. And I was like having a parent tell you I'm disappointed in you is like the worst thing ever. Like it just hurts. Like it hurts. Like even now, like if my mom were to tell me I'm disappointed in you, like I would start crying, because like that's the worst thing a parent can say to you. Or unless they say like I don't love you, like I guess that's worse too. But like having a parent say I'm disappointed in you hurts like a lot. Like my heart broke. Like I didn't, like that was the worst thing I could ever do, because like I lied saying it was me. No, I lied to her saying, well, I didn't lie, that was truth. I was being truthful when I told her it wasn't me. But then I lied saying it was me, because I was like taking the blame for them. I should have never done that. Like I regret doing that. But yeah, like having a parent tell you I'm disappointed in you, like it does something to you. Like it hurts. And so I cried myself to sleep that night. And like just because of the pain, like because of the physical pain, and like that heartbreak, Cause like it breaks your heart having a like your parents saying I'm disappointed in you. Like it just does. I don't know why, but it does. Like that's the worst they could ever tell you. And so yeah, like that was the worst whooping I've ever gotten. And I fell asleep crying. I cried myself to sleep that night. Cause like it was bad. But yeah, that was the worst whooping I've ever received from my mom. Cause that one's up there. Like that's just in my brain. And like out of all the other ones, that one sticks out the most. And so yeah, that was my video. I think my posting days are gonna be 5 days after every video. So this video won't go down till tomorrow, cause today's the 4th day. So on Monday afternoon, or like when I get done from school, I'll post it. Cause I'll edit it right now, and then I'll post it Monday after school when I get home, or I don't know. I don't know what time yet. And then, a prank's coming out next. So for my next video, it'll be a prank. Hopefully that prank goes well. I haven't done it yet, but hopefully, I hope. Like, I've showed some people the prank, and I hope it goes as planned. Like, I'm still trying to figure out, like, where I'm gonna put the camera and stuff. But yeah, that one's gonna come out next. And then, y'all guys give me ideas, like, what do y'all want to see? Because, like, I can just give y'all random videos. But for me to know, like, if that's what y'all really want to see, then you know, you gotta let me know. You gotta help me out, cause like, you gotta help me out. I wanna give y'all like good videos. And what I also wanna say is this channel, it's gonna be nothing but good vibes. Like nothing but good vibes. Like right now, I look like a mess, like always. Like I got my boy George popping out. Probably like my other friends are popping out right now. And like yeah, like I want this to be like, I want my channel to be like nothing but love. Like be yourself. Number 1 rule, just be yourself. Like, and number 2, like don't care what other people say, like at all. Like even if like my videos haven't gotten like any hate yet, but like once I blow up and be up there, one day, hopefully that happens. Like more hate's gonna come. Like it's just gonna happen. So you gotta ignore the negativity and like focus on the positivity. I hope that made sense. So yeah. So that was the worst whooping. Oh, and I also want to say, it was not child abuse at all. It was straight discipline. Like now, like in this, like all the like when I be going to stores with my mom and I see little kids like talking back to their mom, and I'm just looking at them like, you're not gonna handle that. Like my mom even tells me, she's like, if you ever did that, I would whoop you. Like even now, like she even says it, but like I don't do it because, like little kids nowadays are like, they're rude as heck to their parents. Like, they have no respect for them or something. Like I'm not trying to make this offensive at all, but it's mainly the white kids. Like, I'm not trying to be racist or anything. Like, it's mainly the white kids, and the white parents don't care at all. Like, they just let them be. And like, I'm not trying to make this racist, but it's always little white kids. And like nowadays, like I don't know a lot of white people. That's a lie. I know white people. But like they still don't disrespect their parents because I guess white people were meaner back then and now they got nicer. But like they should have never got nicer. They should have just stayed meaner to their kids. Cause like it's discipline. Like if my parents would have never like disciplined me back then, I'd be so rude. And like that's a lie. I am. No, I'm not rude. I mean I could be. I could be mean. Like I'm trying to change my ways. I'm trying to be nicer and like, cause I know a lot of people. But it wouldn't be, I know a lot of people, but I say the truth. Like, I have no filter. Like, I'll tell you straight up. Like, I'm just like that. Like, people dislike me because I say the truth, and they don't like to hear the truth. And it's, like, it's not my fault. Like, I'm going to tell you straight up. But that's just me. And, like, I guess that has to change because people say I'm mean. So, and I'm trying to change my ways. I want to be nicer. Hopefully that day comes. I don't know when it's gonna come. Hopefully in like 5 years. I don't know. Hopefully I become a nicer person and stuff. But yeah, like yeah. So like the white kids, they're being rude as heck to their parents, disrespectful. Like that needs to change. Like I be in the stores and like they be disrespecting their moms and their mom won't even care. Like she just lets them be, and like that can't happen. Back then I would get slapped. Like if I do that now, my mom doesn't care. She says like she'll tell me, or I don't know if your parents do this too, but like if I'm in the store and I said something wrong or something, she would pinch me like underneath my arm, and that's like the worst spot ever. But yeah, so yeah, that needs to change. Like this generation has become really bad. Like, but yeah, so yeah, so like, comment, share, subscribe.
Wishy washy, these hoes wishy washy, wishy washy, wishy washy.